welcome to this scoliosis friendly yoga practice where we're going to weave in key principles of scoliosis exercises. So the first one being spinal elongation and lengthening, and the second one being ribcage expansion, opening up, creating space. So you need to grab yourself a chair and a mat. If you have a mat or a towel will do. And we're going to start this practice in standing. We're going to connect in with our base of support for this practice, our feet. So we've got 3 points of contact that we can really ground down to create a nice strong base for us to lengthen from. So big toe, little toe and heel are our focus when we're standing. So I want everyone to lift up the toes, spread your toes out as wide as you can, and then plant them down nice and spaced out. Weight from big toe across to little toe. And then press into those toes as you lift the heels up off the ground and then lower down with control and really feel like grounding down into the heels. So pressure in big toe, little toe, heels, and we'll take a breath in. Inhale as the arms come up overhead, creating length. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your hips, keeping length in the spine, folding at the hips. Breath in, inhale, reach the arms past the top of the chair, lightly resting them on it for support. And take 2 breaths into the back and sides of your rib cage. The hands come to the seat of the chair, gently press yourself up, levering up through the hips. Inhale, bring the hands up along the rib cage to create loads of length. Exhale as you fold at the hips, lengthening the crown of your head towards the chair. Hands reach towards the wall in front of you, resting lightly on the chair. 2 breaths here. And we've got 1 more round here, straightening from the hips. Inhale, reaching all the way up, creating loads of length, arms to the ceiling. And then hands at your hips to help you fold really nicely at your hips. Reach the arms past the top of the chair, they can rest lightly on it, and breathing into the back of the rib cage, not letting your torso collapse down towards the floor. Bringing the hands back to your hips, straightening up tall from the hips. 1 last time, arms go overhead. This time just press the palms of your hands together and bring them down in front of your chest. We're all going to step our right foot forward. You can have the knee lightly in contact with the chair and step your left foot back. From here, take your hands and bring them into the soft area on your waist and slide them down until you feel the pelvis, or the hip bones you might call them. And if you feel one side is higher than the other, just try and lengthen that side of your pelvis or lengthen that butt cheek down towards the floor until they feel a little more level to you. From here, we're going to bend at the back knee, keeping that pelvis level as we go down. Inhale, reach both arms up. We're going to drop the right arm to our right thigh. Let the left hand rest on our head and take 2 deep breaths into the left side of the rib cage. So opening up the left side, thinking about it getting wider. Both hands to the chair. Straighten the front foot till the knee is straight and you feel a little stretch in the hamstring. Press down into the chair to create loads of length through your spine, lengthening the crown of your head up to the ceiling. And then hinge forward at your hips as far as you can go comfortably to feel a stretch in the back of the leg. And you're here for 2 breaths, just taking note if that hamstring of that leg in front is tight, or if it feels pretty easy, you might be able to go a little further than me towards the chair. Bringing that foot back, remembering our little tripod, so pressing into the big toe, little toe and heel. We'll tuck the toes of the back foot under. Press into your feet to come up. We're all going to meet up in our high lunge. Shoulders over hips. Bring the hands all the way up, kind of along your armpits, reaching overhead. Grounding down through the feet. Bringing the hands to the hips, we're going to fold at those hips. Think about the spine maintaining its length. And then hands can rest on the top of the chair. You can remain here for 2 or 3 breath cycles, or if you want to challenge the muscles in your legs, bring your arms back by your sides, palms facing up. You're breathing into the back and the sides of your rib cage here, thinking about creating space at the back of the rib cage. Hands to the seat of the chair. Step the right foot back, so we're in a plank position. Strong through the legs, shoulders away from the ears, and a soft bend in our elbows. You should feel your tummy working here to support you, and think about lengthening from your head all the way through to your tailbone. Bring your mind to your hips. Pull the hips up and back to move your body into a downward dog shape. You can reposition the feet a little if you need. Soft bend in the knees is also fine. In your downward dog position, think about the crown of your head lengthening towards the seat of the chair. Then shifting all your weight into the right foot, pick your left foot up, plant it so it's almost grazing the chair, and we have a soft bend in the back knee. Hands come to the hips. See if you can get that pelvis a little level. So if one side feels high, think about reaching that side down or reaching that butt cheek down. And then straightening through the hips. Hands slide along the ribs towards the armpits and then reach overhead. Then we're going to bring the hands back down to the pelvis. We're going to try and keep it as level as we can as we lower down into our low lunge. Again, the hands ripple up along the rib cage, reach all the way up towards the ceiling. Lower your left hand onto your left thigh, right arm rests on the head. Think about breathing into the right side here, right side of the rib cage expanding and getting wider. Both hands are going to go to the chair. Lengthen the left leg out. From here, press into the chair to create loads of length through your spine and hinge forward at your hips as far as you can comfortably go. I'm quite tight, so if you're quite flexible, you may be able to hinge forward at your hips and get all the way to the chair. I feel too much of a pull there, so we can all look a little different doing this one. Then bring that left foot back. Ground down through big toe, little toe, and heel as your base of support. Tuck the toes of the back foot underneath. Press those feet into the ground as you come up into your high lunge pose. Hands on the pelvis. Aim to get it nice and level. So if one side feels higher, lengthen it down. Bringing your shoulders over your hips. Inhale as you reach all the way up. Pressing into the feet to keep your balance, looking up if you want to challenge it more. From here, bringing the hands to the hips, folding at the hips, keeping loads of length through your spine, reaching through the crown of the head. Bringing your arms forward onto the top of the chair and breathing into the back and sides of the rib cage. Keep your breath going here. If you want to challenge this left leg a little more, bring the arms back by your sides, palms facing up. Think about your breath going into the back and the sides of the rib cage, not letting yourself collapse down towards the chair. Hands to the seat of the chair. Step back into your plank position, strong legs, a soft bend in the elbows, and think about almost pushing your chest away from the seat of the chair. Fold at the hips to go back into your downward facing dog. Think about lengthening from the crown of your head towards the seat. And then moving forward into your plank one more time, like a little ripple effect from the feet. Let the hips come forward until they're in a nice little line with the shoulders. And we're all going to lower our knees down towards the ground. You might feel your tummy working as you do that. Feet flat or tucked, and bum goes to your heels. From here, we'll bring our hands into the waist again. See if we can feel that pelvis. And if one side's a little higher, so you can reach that side down. Think about that butt cheek reaching down towards that heel to create a more level base for you. Bringing your hands to your shoulders, elbows come together, lift up, circle out and around. If you feel a little clunk as your shoulder blade moves across your rib cage, it's pretty normal to feel sounds like that. They can be noisy. And then change direction. And then from here, place your one hand on your breastbone, one hand over your belly button. And imagine creating space between those 2 points, like you're lifting your breastbone up and away from your belly button. Bring the hands to the breastbone. The elbows reach out really wide either side, like you're being drawn apart, creating more width and space in the upper rib cage. Both arms reach out long. Turn your right thumb up, left thumb down, and then follow the thumbs. So the right arm goes up, left arm goes down. You're going to bend at the elbows and let the hands rest on your back. It doesn't matter if they touch or not. Think about resting your head back into the top arm if you can. And take 2 nice deep breaths, breathing into the back of the rib cage. Feel your rib cage expand into the hands on your back. And then breathing into that right armpit area. Think about that right armpit or those ribs expanding and widening out. Unravel the hands back down onto your lap. Give your shoulders a little roll and then hands come back. One hand on the breastbone, one hand on the belly, creating space and length, lifting the breastbone up and away. Then both hands to the breastbone. Think about the elbows being drawn wide apart in opposite directions. Reach the arms out. Left thumb up, right thumb down this time. Follow the thumbs. Left arm goes overhead, right arm goes back. Bend at your elbows. Rest your head into the top arm if it's there. And then breathe into the back of the rib cage. So as you breathe in, you'll feel the back of the rib cage expand into your hands. And if it's a little stiff and you can't feel that, just note that today. Then unraveling the hands and bringing them back, hands on your lap. Shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, and as you breathe out, let all that tension go. We're going to finish your yoga practice with the eyes softened towards the ground or closed if you're comfortable. And we're just going to focus on 3 long exhale breaths. So we're breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose or mouth. A breath in, breathing out through the nose or mouth fully. And last one. And gently open your eyes. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Please leave a comment or send me a message if you have any feedback or any suggestions for future scoliosis friendly classes. Thank you.